Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mark, and in this video I wanted to talk about periods where we feel that we need to recharge. Kind of maybe taking a break from all this doing. Is it really taking a break from Ascension? That's what I wanted to dive into. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Before we get started, if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell. You'll be notified the next time I release a video. I would really appreciate it. And for those of you who are interested, we have our monthly group coaching session coming up this week. It will be Wednesday, that is US Central Time, 7 p.m. Those of you that want to jump on a discussion with some of the members of my private membership, you can find some more information out on my website at soulintegrationcoach.com. It's a really incredible value. It gives you an opportunity to interact with me and again some of my amazing members, and there's a whole host of other benefits as well, so check that out. So do we take breaks? Why do we take breaks? Why do we feel we need to recharge? What is going on with this whole process? I know I have felt along my journey that there have been times when I felt like I just needed a break. Now the ego is going to come in and it's going to say, well, you know, this Ascension business is kind of hard. Let's just kind of turn it off and let's take a break from it for a while. And that's okay. We accept that. That's from our ego's perspective. But we never really take a break from Ascension. We are always navigating the Ascension process. So in this situation, what's really happening is that we are needing to just kind of integrate new energy that we have recently taken in, new activations and things like that. So from the ego's perspective, you know, we get tired, we get physically tired. A lot of times this energy, when it activates our DNA, it triggers things within our body. And at first we may have a sensation or a feeling like we need to rev up. We get really charged, really high vibrational feeling, and we launch off into doing. Maybe we get some great ideas, some inspiration, things like that. The ego jumps onto that because the ego says, yeah, we like doing because doing is what gets us what we want, right? So we go off into this arena here of constantly doing. Well, when we're creating space and we allow our ego to go off and do that, what's happening is we're allowing our energy to scatter. We're identifying more with that process of the ego. So when our energy scatters, the flow within our body starts to slow down. So all this amazing new energy that has freed up these emotions, these densities, this dense energy, it has freed it up, it has released it so that we could process it, you know, feel it, integrate it. It comes up and the ego grabs onto that right away and says, let's go do, let's do. We feel really good, let's do. So we go off in the doing, and then all of a sudden we start getting tired, right? We start getting fatigued. And then we feel like we need to take a break. And I know with me on occasion, it's like, you know, especially in the early stages of my awakening, I felt like, it feels so good just to kind of take a break from Ascension, to kind of just almost feel, you know, go back to how you were before and just kind of live in that energy and just kind of feel that and just take a break because you're getting tired. When in reality, what's happening is your soul is helping you to recognize that you're in resistance, that you're in ego, because again, the ego is wanting us to do all the time. So it's not so much that we are taking a break or feel like we need to take a break from Ascension. It's that we're taking a break or disassociating, disidentifying from the ego's always having to be doing all the time. And that's the energy drain, okay? The ego thinks of Ascension as a process, and the ego sees a process as something that needs to be done. We need to be doing something. Well, we need to be honoring and accepting and living in these new energies that we have, that we're constantly taking in and grounding. So it's okay to disassociate from that and just kind of be, and let the ego continue to run that program of I have to be doing. We want to be able to recognize that program and just kind of settle in and let it go. And that's okay. Okay, we want to accept that because we know that's the ego. Okay, what we do is we need to spend time living in these new energies. Okay, not off in the doing all the time. We need to just accept these new energies, feel these new energies, and be with these new energies, because that's how we embody these energies. If we continue to scatter our energy and focus it outward on the doing all the time, it really creates a kink in that hose, so to speak, and slows down the energy flow within our body. And that's why we get so tired and fatigued and we get sick and so on and that kind of thing. So it's okay to feel like you need to take a break. And when we take a break, what we're saying is, okay, I'm going to separate and create space from the constant doing all the time, because that doing is not allowing me to honor and really feel and be present with these new energies. So we come back into the body, we do our breath work, we meditate, we just kind of quiet things down, we become still. The ego's still going to be going. It's going to be like, well, you're falling behind. We had this project we wanted to do. We wanted to get this stuff out there, whatever it may be. You're going to fall behind. And that's ego, because the ego is bound by time. Now, we know when we could sit present with our energy, with our soul, with our higher self, and embody that and feel that, we know that we could actually take a step outside of time, and that we don't have to have this belief or limitation that time is constantly ticking. Okay? Because here's a secret. You could get 10 times, 100 times more things done when you are operating from the frequency of your higher self. So the longer you stay in that energy of the mind, where it constantly has to be doing, you are not open to receiving that energy from your higher self, which actually is going to charge you and raise your frequency in such a way that you are going to be so much more productive. You could get to the point where you actually are able to slow down time and get amazing amounts of things done. So we need to be able to recognize those thought patterns, those beliefs of the ego that we constantly need to be doing, and then accept those patterns and know they're part of us, right? Okay, because that's programming, that's part of us. We need to accept those patterns and really work to integrate them and realize that they are a part of us, and just accept them. But yet stay centered, stay true to yourself, and honor the energy, the high frequency energy that is flowing through you, and embody that energy. Because when it comes down to it, when you're able to be present with that energy, you are going to get the guidance from your soul, and the universe is going to support everything that you want to do with that energy to kind of manifest it out into this reality here. And you're going to find that you will have all the energy to do everything you need to do, and it is not going to get fatiguing. You are not going to get tired. Your body's not going to ache. You're going to stay in that constant flow. Okay, so that's the key. Be aware of the mind, and when you start moving off and you start feeling that resistance, that it's okay to get centered and just be with yourself, because what you need will come from a place of very little resistance, and that will allow you to produce or do so much more than you ever could have when working from the perspective of the mind or the ego. So I hope this video helped you guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. I would love to hear your perspective on this. And again, I would love to have you guys in the group coaching session this week. Check it out on my website, soulintegrationcoach.com, and check out the benefits of becoming a member. A lot of cool stuff there. So I really appreciate that. And till next time, guys, love and light. Thank you.